What's up, guys? My brother and Kid here coming to you again. How's everybody doing out there? I did this once at my local comic store a long time ago, but I thought I'd bring it to you, my YouTube family, especially to my comic community. And you saw the title. Could you walk 24 hours in Benjamin J. Grimm's shoes? 24 hours, just one day. Could you last one day in his shoes? Now, we all know the Thing. The Thing is one of the beloved characters of the Fantastic Four. He may look, his exterior outside of his skin is rough and hard and like a rock, granite, but underneath that heart is a heart of gold. Hence, that's why they call him the ever loving blue eyed Thing, right? But still to this day, throughout that, he is still kind of, in a way, digression of the fact that the way he looks, you know, he can't turn that off. Like, Johnny can turn off his fire, or Reed can not stretch, or Sue can not be invisible. He can't turn it off. And that was something that always puzzled us as fans, was to understand, why can't Ben turn it off, or things like that, or why he's not more like the Hulk, well, when Bruce Banner and the Hulk were together, you know. But I mean, it does make a lot of sense. I mean, when we look back at the the whole, when they all four of them were bombarded with the cosmic radiation, they all were dosed with the same amount. So how come Ben can't turn it off? And throughout the career of him, he's always been that brooding, I'd give anything to be invisible, things like that. People tease him. Look at that ugly monster. Some ways, Ben feels what it's like to be a mutant, basically, in the society, in a way. So I ask you guys, could you spend 24 hours in his shoes? Just 24 hours, one day, in his shoes of doing what he does, but you're you. You're letting him spend the day as Benjamin Grin, human, and you take on his rock form. Could you spend a day in that? Now, when I did this once before with friends at my comic store, we got into a really good conversation, and a lot of them came to the conclusion, they some people say, I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I can take being looked at, stared at, called names, you know, a freak and monster and things like that. I told them, you know what? If it's to bring Benjamin J. Grimm a little bit of happiness, I would do it. I told them I would do it. I would gladly give up 24 hours so he can walk around and be himself. But in some ways, when you look at him now, you know, it looks like he's okay with it. But it's not. He still feels a little bit like he's still the oddball. And it still resonates with Reed, as well as, he can't cure his friend. They did it one time, where he was human for a while, for I think 3 days or so. He was in his human form for a while, but he went back right before we thought Johnny was dead. But that's a question, guys. Ask yourselves: could you walk in his shoes for 24 hours? You know, could you do it? or would you let him? Even though there are people like Elisa Masters who don't look at him like that. Though she's blind, she loves Ben for who he is, not for what he looks like. And that's something that always resonates with me when I look at the thing, is that I'm not looking at him, his appearance. I'm looking at his character and what he does. Though he's not my favorite of the four, my favorite is Johnny, but I'd have a lot of respect for Ben. I really do. And but it does give a question of, 24 hours. Could you do it? Walk in his shoes. Could you deal with the utterness, the misunderstanding? And as humans, it's always been said, as humans, we misunderstand what we don't understand, basically. We, and that's kind of the key, guys. So this is just a little something that I thought I wanted to do. Thank you. I wanted to do this for a while, and I finally got it out, guys. But you tell me, tell me, 24 hours, could you do it? I would love to hear you guys input on this one. Um, it's something that I thought was very interesting. Like I said, friends at my comic store, local comic store, a long time ago. So I was like, let me bring it to my YouTube family now and see what they think. But other than that, guys, this is Mount Vernon Kid saying peace and love. Stay tuned, keep it real. Take care.